In today's video, we explain to you the personalities and behaviors of 10 types of people, according to Stoicism, people you should not trust or respect. Join us to explore and learn how to build a stronger, more meaningful life, where every day is a step forward on the path to finding the true love and respect you deserve. Number 1. Fake positivity pundits. There is a truth that we are often drawn to the promises of happiness and optimism. Positive experts appear everywhere, flooding social media books and lectures with messages like, "Always be happy," or "Just think positively." They paint an ideal world where all problems can dissolve in the light of endless joy. However, from the perspective of cynicism, these positive individuals are not only an illusion, but also a dangerous deception in crucial moments. Cynicism, a profound and realistic philosophy, advises us to abandon baseless optimism. This philosophy teaches us to value truthfulness and the necessity of facing reality when fakey positive experts try to cover up pain, disappointment, or insecurity with blind optimism. They not only miss the opportunity to understand and address the real issue, but also lead others astray into a maze of mistakes. Imagine facing a large debt, a serious financial challenge. In this situation, advice from a fakey positive expert might be just, "Stay optimistic, everything will be fine." However, according to cynicism, this approach is not only futile, but also avoids the actual problem. Facing reality, you realize that positive thinking alone is not enough to resolve the debt. You start by logically and sensibly analyzing your financial situation, cutting unnecessary expenses, and seeking opportunities to increase income. You also seek advice from trusted friends and family to find practical advice and establish a detailed debt repayment plan. Accepting and confronting challenges is not a surrender, but the beginning of the process of overcoming and growing. Applying the philosophy of cynicism does not mean simply enduring difficulties pass massively. Instead, you use your intelligence and rational thinking to solve the problem. When we rely on logic and careful thinking, rather than just emotions, we can see more clearly how to solve problems and face reality effectively. Confronting reality head-on and not avoiding it opens up a path to solid and sustainable development. The positive experts hiding behind the mask of empty promises and lacking genuine understanding are not worth our trust or admiration. In the essence of cynicism, true optimism is never about ignoring the truth. It's about accepting and understanding it. From there, it leads us to seek a clear, meaningful path towards the future. Number 2. Two-faced. Life is cramped, and people's hearts are complex and hard to predict in this society. There are those who treat us with sincerity and kindness that stems from the heart. But there are also those who pretend to be kind while hiding deceitful intentions to stab us in the back. Distinguishing between genuine kindness and deception seems to be far from easy. The presence of two-faced individuals, those who stab us in the back, is not only a challenge in social relationships, it is also a profound lesson in trust and betrayal. They appear as friends, close colleagues, and even family members, but behind that mask are unpredictable intentions. They are shadows lurking in the light, always making us wonder, do we truly understand the people around us when faced with those who stab us in the back? We not only learn to protect ourselves, but also develop a deeper understanding of human nature and the value of authenticity. These are harsh but valuable lessons. They make us stronger and more resolute in our decisions and actions. Discussing this issue, Marcus Aurelius, one of the famous Stoic philosophers, once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Marcus Aurelius advises us that when facing duplicity and betrayal, instead of letting emotions guide us, we should use reason to analyze and take appropriate actions. Going back to the beginning of my text, in a situation where a friend you trusted reveals the secrets of your romantic relationship to others throughout the conversation. You emphasized many times that you didn't want anyone else to know about this issue. You trusted that your friend would keep the story confidential. Feelings of hurt, disappointment, and betrayal surround you in times like these. Applying the advice from Stoic philosophy, you need to handle the situation firmly and decisively. Focus on what you can control and don't let negative emotions take away your composure and rationality. Instead of reacting impulsively, explain clearly and firmly that their actions have eroded your trust. You choose to maintain distance and protect yourself from the consequences of betrayal. Through this experience, you will realize the importance of choosing friends and people you trust. You learn how to face betrayal calmly and resolutely. At the same time, you maintain your integrity and protect yourself from unwanted consequences in the future. Forgiveness and understanding the nature of humanity are also at the core of Stoicism. Forgiveness doesn't mean accepting or agreeing with bad behavior, but is a way for us to free ourselves from resentment and negativity. In doing so, we not only find inner peace, but also continue our journey with strength and serenity. What's more important is to maintain your spirit and not be shaken by those around you. In this way, we not only overcome two-faced individuals and betrayal, but also become strong and unshakable in spirit. Through the lens of Stoicism, we learn how to face and overcome two-faced individuals and betrayal calmly and purposefully by maintaining authenticity, self-control, and seeking inner peace. We not only address immediate issues, but also build a solid foundation for personal and spiritual growth. Number 3. Manipulators. Have you heard of the art of psychological manipulation? We often encounter skilled manipulators, those who silently control the emotions and thoughts of others, like a form of dark art, infiltrating with sweet words and cunning actions and creating confusion and doubt. But are we helpless? Porn, in its power, plays the answer. No Stoic philosophy, with its profound teachings on inner strength and self-control, opens a path to self-mastery and inner calm, is the place where we not only recognize the manipulators, but also stand firm against them. Remember that all control starts from within. We cannot control others, but we have total control over ourselves. This includes emotions, thoughts, and actions. In the face of the threat of manipulators, instead of feeling fear or helplessness, we learn to see the situation clearly and objectively. By maintaining inner peace and self-control, we not only protect ourselves from negative influences, but also defend our own values and principles. Imagine meeting a colleague named Alex at a workplace. This person initially seems friendly and eager to help you in any way you want. They soon discover that Alex is actually a manipulator. They often praise you and offer help to help you with your work, but behind your back, they spread negativity and rumors. The climax occurs when, on a project, Alex suggests sharing responsibilities, but then assigns you most of the work while you try to get credit. The workplace manipulator uses charm and apparent cooperation for personal gain, while undermining the reputation and efforts of others. Recognizing and dealing with manipulators like Alex is an important skill both in the workplace and in everyday life. Honesty and transparency are key when dealing with manipulators. By maintaining your stance and expressing your views honestly, you not only weaken their power, but also demonstrate resilience in the face of adversity. This is not just a philosophical stance, but a way of life that helps us face the world, not only with the intellect, but also with the courage of the soul in the face of the manipulators. We are not simple resistance fighters, we become warriors of the soul. Individuals who not only understand ourselves, but also understand and face the world around us with strength and confidence. This is not just the power of reason, but also the power of courage and determination. Have you encountered a manipulator in your daily life? Feel free to share your story and how you treated these people in the comments. I am ready to listen to your stories. Imagine you are attending a meeting with friends in a cafe. You have chosen an outfit that you like, and that makes you feel comfortable during the meeting. An old friend chimes in and starts criticizing your outfit. They bluntly say, "I find your suit too ugly for this special occasion." They make negative comments about your style, which is not only limited to your clothes, but also criticizes your hairstyle and the shoes you bought. Have you ever met someone like this? The fact is that we often encounter these types of people in various situations. So let's focus on the next part of this video. Number 4, critics. Critics, those who are ready to spew negative words, not only to express their views, but sometimes simply to harm others, do not deserve our respect. Not because we lack tolerance in Stoic philosophy. Respect is not a free gift, but a reward for it. Those who deserve criticism full of prejudice and ignorance not only build nothing, but also damage relationships and personal self-esteem when we are faced with such criticism. Stoicism advises us not to resist with anger, but with an active choice to how to respond. We are taught that true strength lies in maintaining composure and not unsettling our souls with kind but hurtful words. We must understand that respect in life does not have to be earned by nature. The criticism received does not add any value. It does not stimulate thought, nor is improvement simply noise that does not deserve our attention. Furthermore, choosing to ignore undeserved criticism is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of inner strength and self-control. It is an intelligent and extremely wise decision in dealing with our emotions and thoughts. Full of challenges and undeserved criticism are just a small part of it in the context of a challenging and negative dialogue. Stoicism reminds us that true peace comes from controlling our own reactions, not from trying to control them. Others remember that critics talk more. Maintain composure about yourself as yourself, because in silence and calm, we find true strength through this understanding. Are you ready to face the critics' comments? I am ready to show your determination. Number 5, toxic. Warren Buffett's deputy understood an important lesson in when he said that the greatest lesson in life is to eliminate toxic people from your life, and quickly. However, the question is not just about elimination, but also about how we eliminate them according to the Stoic philosophy. Our life is a journey of personal growth. We are responsible for our own souls, which requires self-control and the ability to evaluate our interactions with others. The key is not only to eliminate toxic people, but also to do it right, with calm and composure. Moral Stoic philosophy encourages us to maintain inner calm. This includes recognizing and dealing wisely with toxic people. We have the power to control our emotions and reactions. This is a valuable privilege. Don't let others disturb your serenity and morale. Imagine that you're a young artist creating unique works of art on your artistic journey. You met a fellow artist and hoped that person would inspire you and support. However, you quickly notice that this friend often expresses a negative opinion about your work, and even disrespectfully criticizes instead of providing support. This person creates a toxic environment for your artistic soul. In the above situation, it is crucial to create distance from toxic people. It's not about avoiding them, but about protecting your soul, maintaining inner peace, focus on morality and positive values, and don't let the people around you control your emotions and your soul. Also seek the support of your community and your loved ones. You don't have to deal with toxic people alone. Support can help you maintain a strong and positive spirit. In summary, From a Stoic perspective, in all circumstances, it is not about not respecting or trusting toxic people, but rather about protecting one's soul and maintaining morale and inner peace. We have the power to control our emotions and reactions to the maximum. It is important to maintain composure and morale in every situation. In today's video, we would like to express our gratitude and congratulations on reaching the halfway point. Your presence here shows that you are well prepared for this journey. Now, turn your attention to the other 5 types of people who deserve your trust and respect. Number 6, narcissists. Self-esteem and self-love are natural aspects of human beings, but when they become excessive and uncontrollable, Stoicism argues that they do not deserve respect and trust. Stoic philosophy focuses on self-control, particularly over the mind, and when, instead of blind, egocentric self-love, people often place their personal satisfaction and personal importance above all else, and sometimes even place it above respect and empathy for others. This behavior is, from the perspective of the Stoic philosophy, is not consistent with the principles of justice and ethics. The uniqueness of human being lies not only in blind self-love, but also in the ability to control one's own mind and actions, promotes humility, and emphasizes empathy and respect for others as an important part of human ethics. While recognizing the importance of personal worth, excessive self-love can distort our view of reality and hinder morale development. So what should you do if, for example, you are dealing with a self-centered person, you work in a company, and you have a colleague who tends to love herself excessively by always making herself the center of attention, often brags about it? Those who achieve financial success and seek the recognition of others in every meeting or discussion are usually the ones who talk the most and praise themselves without showing humility, rather than relying on uncontrolled complacency in this situation of the colleague. Stoic philosophy advises you to remain calm and objective in every meeting and every discussion. Be aware of the limits of respect and trust towards this person, even if they see themselves as the center of everything. Don't let it affect your control over your mind and ethics. Instead, continue to focus on working diligently and maintaining a humble and ethical attitude in your work. You respect and trust those who have self-control and ethics show in their actions, not only because they see themselves as the remember that we can maintain a measured and objective perspective in every relationship and situation without getting carried away by another person's egocentricity. Most importantly, we continue to show control of our minds and ethics in our actions and reserve respect and trust for those who demonstrate these characteristics. This is not because they see themselves as the center of the world, but because they behave correctly towards others. Number 7, inattentive, uncaring. In the soul of every individual there exists a powerful source of energy. Faith is the foundation of all relationships and should be bestowed upon those deserving of it. However, at times we have to face those who are indifferent or unconcerned about our souls. Stoic philosophy teaches us how to deal with this situation with wisdom and self-awareness. First and foremost, recognize the value of faith and respect. Faith should not be blindly given to anyone. We need to differentiate between those who deserve it and those who do not deserve our trust. Those who are indifferent or inattentive to the soul are often not deserving of our faith. Stoic philosophy encourages us not to let ourselves be influenced by their behavior. We should not expect care or attention from them, as this only leads to disappointment and suffering. Let's turn to the story of Julia, a Stoic philosophy enthusiast. She has a neighbor named Mark. Mark consistently displays an indifferent and inconsiderate personality towards the emotions of others in the neighborhood. He often hosts loud parties late at night, causing you and other neighbors difficulty in resting and enjoying peace in this situ. Achen's Stoic philosophy would guide you not to easily give away your trust and respect to Mark. You can continue to maintain your calmness and not let Mark's noise and inattention affect your mood. Instead, you can focus on managing the situation independently and finding ways to create a peaceful environment in your home. You understand that Mark may not accept your perspective on love and respect for neighbors. This does not diminish the value of Stoic philosophy in your life. Instead, focus on building self-awareness and spiritual independence. We can learn to be confident and not dependent on the attention of others. This not only helps us deal better with those who are undeserving, but also makes us stronger in life. From the Stoic philosophy perspective, facing those who are indifferent or inattentive to our souls requires self-awareness and a consideration of the value of faith. We should not easily give them our trust and should focus on building our spiritual independence. This helps us live a meaningful and peaceful life in all circumstances. So please like and share this video if you agree with our statement. Number 8. Complainers. In our timeline, the eighth person appears as a phenomenon, always facing issues in a conflict-ridden environment. They continuously assert that life is a series of challenging questions, with new obstacles appearing every day. However, it is noteworthy that they are never satisfied with anything except doing nothing to change the situation. Their habit is to complain in front of others, constantly mentioning difficulties and self-proclaim, not understanding what is happening around them from a philosophical perspective. Caution is important when dealing with them. If someone is frequently caught in an endless cycle of problems and difficulties, it is not a coincidence or a cosmic conspiracy against them. In fact, they often contribute to their difficult situation by making wrong decisions and not learning from those mistakes. Imagine a friend, let's call her Sarah. She always blames the conflict-ridden environment in her life. Sarah often talks about the continuous hardships she is going through and self-proclaim that she doesn't understand why life is so difficult. After a while, you may realize that Sarah often doesn't accept advice or learn from past experiences. Conversations with her often lead to annoyance and tension. Sarah's issues can become a burden on you in this situation. A philosophical perspective would advise you to step back and focus on your own development, rather than continuing to engage in endless discussions about Sarah's issues. Interacting with this type of person can lead to frustration and difficulties in our lives. They also often struggle to control their emotions and add a layer of complexity. Therefore, maintaining caution is necessary when dealing with them. If you feel compelled to help in all their difficult situations, remember that their issues can easily become a burden on you. You should be aware that there are people who seem to attract obstacles and troubles into their lives. Sometimes the best choice may be to step back and prioritize your own development in this life, without getting caught in the complex dance of others. Number 9 knows everything in life. Complacency and viewing yourself as a know-it-all are often signs of high self-esteem and arrogance. Anyone who claims to know everything can get stuck in their narrow perspective and refuse to listen to the truth. Opinions of others see themselves as the only ones with knowledge and are willing to criticize or belittle others. According to Stoic philosophy, people cannot know anything. All of life is an endless journey of learning, and every person has limited knowledge. Humility is the awareness of this fact, and the willingness to learn from others, even those we consider no less than the idea of a river that flows without end. And knowledge is the endless stream of water. No one can all the water contained by this river in itself. Those who think they know everything often do not respect the opinions of others and impose their own opinion on everyone. Respecting the opinions of others is a crucial aspect of meaningful communication and collaboration. However, they tend to underestimate and belittle the opinions of others. This can cause rifts in relationships and create a wall between yourself and others. Finally, satisfaction with existing knowledge can be a major barrier to growth and progress. Just as Stoic philosophy teaches that the willingness to change and improve is an important contact with such people, often leads us to limitations. We fall into the trap of complacency and are unable to move forward. Are you passionate about sports, especially football? While discussing a game, he meets someone he knows who thinks knows everything about football from the start. They start cheating on every detail of the game and trivialize your and your friend's opinions while watching the game. Not only do they seem to know all the rules and regulations of the game, but they also have a disrespectful attitude towards you. Understand that they are constantly asserting their personal opinions and cannot admit when they are wrong. Therefore, based on the Stoic philosophy, you may decide to limit your interaction with this person in order to maintain a calm mind and not allow negative attitudes to influence your experience. Don't make it easy on yourself. Trust and respect those who claim to know everything. Maintain humility, respect for knowledge, and a willingness to learn to develop your mind. We are lifelong learners on the journey of knowledge and understanding. Number 10. Erratic temperament. We often encounter people who cannot control their emotions. They are like storms of thoughts, often unleashing all their negative emotions on those around them. They see us as the cause of the instability in their lives. Stoic philosophy teaches that when dealing with such individuals, we need to maintain the strength of our inner selves. We should not place trust and respect in those who are unworthy, because they can create extreme chaos. They not only create difficulties for themselves, but can also affect your social environment. Humans have the ability to express a wide range of emotions, from love to jealousy, but those who are unworthy of our trust and respect often lack self-control. They always seek to blame others and view challenges as a reason for criticism when dealing with them. We need to hold on to resilience and patience so that we don't get caught up in their emotional turmoil. Imagine you are part of a social community or a volunteer group with the goal of helping others in this group. There is a member with an unpredictable temperament. He frequently changes his mood and frequently triggers unnecessary conflicts. One day, in a minor incident, he suddenly gets angry and starts criticizing another member of the group. This situation creates an unstable social space and disrupts the group's common purpose. In this situation, Stoic philosophy can be applied by maintaining patience and not allowing yourself to be swept into that person's emotional storm. You can try to create a peaceful space this way. You will find a way to promote harmony and a sense of collective cooperation within the group. So, be cautious of those who are unworthy, those who only know how to blame and do not accept responsibility. Protect your soul and maintain tranquility in life, trust and respect those who deserve it. At the end of today's video, we have together reviewed the 10 individuals that Stoic philosophy has taught us to consider before giving trust and respect. Stoicism has helped us understand the true value of trust and respect,